Welcome back to Ballistics. So convention season's coming up. I'm going to be doing a couple of the gun shows, some of the local fairs. So I got myself a server cart, and these are really cool because they're solid metal. They got a lot of storage space. So instead of doing a traditional table and putting my wares out like that, I want to take this particular table and I want to turn it into a mobile laser engraving cart. So since this is going to be a display for conventions that's supposed to be eye-catching, it's also going to need to have the engagement factor. So one of the cool things about this is people will be able to watch their items being engraved in front of them. All right. So I think I've decided on the configuration. I kind of like it facing in like this. I can have the exhaust come out. I have a really cool piece that I've been working on that'll be perfect for that. So I'll go ahead and start putting together a new frame. That way I can keep this one on my desk and build one specifically for this cart. Alrighty, so there you have it. I have the laser mounted now. It's pretty cool because it just pops right off of there. Then I got some little tabs that'll help me kind of guide it into place. I got 8 inches of workable space underneath with the jack. Without the jack, it's about 11 inches. So the last step for the laser portion of this is just going to be to route plumbing down into the cart itself, where the air filtration system is going to be. That way I'm not just blowing toxic fumes out the back of this. I think this is going to be really cool because I can monitor what I'm engraving and the people that are watching can film it as well. So, alrighty, so for the next part of this, I got these really awesome spools from my 3D printer, all the cup holsters that I made. So I have a lot of these. So what I decided to do was use these as part of my cart. The way I did that was I bolted them together, spray painted the edges. Now I got almost like a Tesla coil. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and use for the air ducting. So rather than running it straight inside of the cart, it's going to go down this tube and then back inside the cart into the air filter. So it'll look really cool. I'm going to throw some LEDs in here and it's going to light up a bit and see how we can get this thing mounted. So got a couple tabs welded on there. That'll give me some support for that rack to be on there. I'm going to go ahead and get it kind of mocked up a little bit. Once I get it right where I want it, I'll put one more tab up here to lock it from the top. And I think one of the things I'm going to want to do is bend some tubing and create kind of a cage around it, just maybe 1 or 2 hoops. That way when I'm rolling this cart around, the fragile plastic isn't what could bump into something. So I'm going to work on that next. Okay, so this is how the air channel on the side of the cart is going to look. So the air is going to come out right here, to be routed right into there. Go down, I'll drill a hole right in here, right here, where the line is going to pipe into the air filtration system. So it'll be a nice, clean way of extracting the air and keeping it out of all of my customers' lungs. Okay, so I'm going to be making some custom tubing adapters for the cart. So I'm going to need to make an adapter that goes in here and then in here. So that way this can connect into there and then feed into the rest of the system. So again, it's going to plug into here and then into here. So it's going to be one and then a little higher. There you have it. That is my $20 homemade air purifier system using a household air filter purifier. So I got carbon filtration and HEPA in the same filter. And that is going to draw all the air out of my laser engraver. Alrighty, so I got all the piping and everything's ready to go. So the air filtration system is going to live on board and go right through there. And then that is where it's going to plug in on this side. All right. There you have it. So right before I paint everything, I'll get it all clamped down. This guy will go right up in here. I'll plug right into there. I got an adapter I'm making for that right now. and then that'll wrap it up. So air goes in, down, into the filter, and then nice clean air comes out underneath, far from everyone's faces. This was just for getting the laser installed. The next video is going to be showing getting all the electricity ran inside because, as I said, this cart is going to be going to all sorts of different fairs and events and conventions, some of which may not have electricity readily available. So I have my battery bank that'll be here this week, and I'll show you how I'm going to get everything tied into that. It'll also explain why I used the air filter that I did, so that way it could run off of a 12-volt system instead of having multiple things running off of 110 volts. All right, well, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys for watching. See you again next time.